Rooster up! What is going on, peeps? I dropped a video earlier this morning, and as it was loading up, I went back through and I did something I normally don't do. I was looking at some comments. And normally I don't pay too much attention to comments because I think, well, they're basically just dumb. But I'm going to tell you straight up, truck drivers are friggin' stupid. They're the most idiotic, dumbest, moronic people on earth. Now, before you go off on your ass, I'm a truck driver, I take offense to, I'm a truck driver too. Alright, I've been a truck driver for a long time. And here's my stance on you being stupid. Because generally, people say, what do you do for a living? 18 years truck driver. Didn't ask you how long you've been a truck driver. We're the onlyest imbeciles in the population. Now you walk up to a carpenter, say, hey, Mr. Carpenter, man. Or you just, hey, dude, what you do for a living? Man, I'm a carpenter. I'm working this job site over here. Oh, cool. You meet somebody else in a bar. You say, hey, man, what you do for a living? Well, I'm an accountant. You know, I work at such and such accounting firm. And you walk up to somebody else, say, hey, man, what you do for a living? Well, I'm a lawyer. You know, I defend people on crimes and what have you. Cool. Walk up to the truck driver. What you do for a living, man? I'm a truck driver, 29 years in the business. I specialize in this. That's why I say truck drivers are the stupidest. The stupidest. Because if you talk to a truck driver for about 10 minutes, you're going to know how long he's been doing it, what kind of sissified truck he's driving. You're going to know his mother's maiden name. You're going to know his social security number. You're going to know his driver's license number. You're going to know everything about this dumb son of a bitch because that's just the way it is. And trust me, I'm guilty of doing the same thing. I really am. I'm guilty of it, and I'm changing the way that I think, and I'm changing the way that I do things because I come to realize it's friggin' stupid. Number one. Number two, it's none of your friggin' business. It is, honest to God, none of your business. People ask me, I'm still telling you I'm a truck driver. How long you been in the industry? Oh, this is my first year. That's what I'm going to start telling people. This is my first year. Which I've done that in the past. People say, how long you been in the industry? Man, I've been out here 6 months by myself. I didn't care that it was my 28th year. I didn't care that it was my 30th year. I didn't care that it was my 32nd year. I've been out here about 6 months. Man, you sure are good for being out here just 6 months. Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. So that's where I'm at with that. And then another thing that gripes me, if you're going to leave a comment, which I encourage you to do, please leave a comment. Do not use words that you truly don't understand and then turn around and do the actions of the words that you're using that you don't understand. It's oxymoronic, and moronic being the key phrase in that. The comments that's left, and then you assumed. First of all, we don't assume shit on this page. We don't assume jack shit. My wife left a comment, and she's not a truck driver. She's just been in the industry with me for the last 10 years. And she probably knows more about trucking than people that's been in it for 20, 25 years. Because she actually lived in the truck non-stop for 4 years straight, going from Florida to Seattle back and forth. I mean, we spent 24 hours, 7 days a week in the truck. The only time we was out of this truck was unloading, loading, eating, or taking care of our personal showering business and what have you. And that was pretty much the only time we was out of a damn truck. So she's got more trucking experience than most of these guys that's claiming to have 15, 18, 20 years in. She's probably been to, well, I guarantee you, she's been to more cities than most of these so-called professional truck drivers out here. The only thing that she ain't got the wheel time. She ain't got that holding on to the steering wheel. But she's been in this truck and she's done it. She's experienced. She's been to the cities. She's dealt with shippers and receivers. So, to use words that you don't understand and then turn around and do the action of these words, and that's what's really got me off on this rant right now, is because you used, and it wasn't really a big word, assume. It's not really a big word. We don't assume shit on this channel. Alright, like I've said many times, if you're a fan of the channel and you've watched my videos, you understand this is done for my granddaughter, so my granddaughters can have something to look back on one day and say, oh, okay, this is what my papa did. Yeah, I go to place, like right now, I'm sitting in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 34 degrees, it's cold as hell. I'm waiting for this place to open up so I can get in here and deliver. Alright. Another fancy word this person used was specialized. He pulls a specialized flatbed. Okay. Well, you really can't see it, but I pull a flatbed too. I don't know what's so special about it. I mean, I get up to 13, 14 foot wide on this flatbed. I can go up to I think my overall rating on this is about 87,000 pounds, maybe close to 90,000 pounds with permits. So I really don't know what's so specialized about his flatbed that mine's not capable of. Now, midsummer of this next year, 2026, I'm going to heavy haul. This truck will be paid for, and even if I got to trade this truck for a heavy haul truck, that's going to happen, but I'm going heavy haul. RGN, removable gooseneck, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So there we'll be getting into some specialized freight. So we're not assuming nothing. We're not assuming shit. And as far as your little few years in the industry there, driver, I remember when I first started. That was a long time ago. I'm glad I'm almost done with it because of people like you. But the assumption wasn't nothing towards no one. And as far as where we ate that day, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. If you have really driven a truck and you are a true truck driver and you've been out here for more than a minute, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner has all been out of a friggin' vending machine. So saying the one crap hole, I hate to call them restaurant, fast food place is worse than the other, that's like calling dirt dirty. It really is. It's like calling dirt dirty. They're all the same. And to say, oh, I just really went in there for my breakfast. Well, if that's all you have to eat, because that's where you manage to find a parking spot, that's where you eat. Like I just said, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner has been out of a friggin' vending machine because I was running so hard. Dude, I was driving back in the day on paper when we were up 3, 4, 5 days at a time. You stopped just long enough to splash some fuel in the tank, grab you a freaking candy bar and a Mountain Dew, and you was out the goddamn door. You didn't have time to flop your fat ass down on the damn seat and eat. If you did, it was a rarity. A rarity. That's why us older true drivers, the majority of us, don't weigh 300 friggin' pounds. We were all up on that diet juice running hard. And if you don't know what that is, Lord help you. So, the next time you start using the big words, make sure you know what they mean. And don't be that oxymoron. Don't use a word accusingly and then turn around and do the same thing that you're accusing the people of doing. Nobody assumes shit on this channel except me. I assume that everybody's a fucking dumbass, and you've just proved the point. I know truck drivers are dumbasses because we're out here thinking we're going to get rich, and this has been going on since the beginning of trucking, and very few has actually gotten rich from trucking. So yeah, I know we're all a bunch of dumbasses. I'm just trying to eke out a meager living, pay off my debt so I can relax again. But that is my rooster rant. Y'all keep on with the comments. I'm not going to read them. Well, for the most part, I will not read them. That one just caught my eye as I was waiting for some uploads to happen. But normally I don't pay too much attention to them because I think they're just as dumb as the people is that write them. Y'all have a great day.